United States, home to about 319 million people, is also known as the melting pot, made up of a wide variety of ethnicities, cultures, and religions from every part of the world. As Americans, this diversity is clearly evident in the wide variety of foods that we eat and even the clothes that we wear. Growing up in the greater Los Angeles area, I was always immersed in the rich cultures from all over the world, and along with these cultures came a lot of different languages. But apart from the clear diversity evident in large cities like Los Angeles or the United States as a whole, bilingual education hasn't really been favored in the US. In fact, in the early 20th century, bilingualism was believed to confuse the child and result in a lower IQ, and to this day, the United States is still one of the major countries that has not yet adopted bilingualism into its education system. It has been scientifically proven that bilingualism is directly correlated to sharpening the brain's executive function, which is defined as higher-level cognitive abilities that control and regulate our abilities and behaviors. So, why is it that we remain one of the few countries that is yet to implement bilingual education? But how exactly does bilingualism improve the brain's executive function? Well, for starters, the bilingual brain shows physical differences in comparison to the monolingual brain. The brain itself is made up of white and gray matter, with gray matter being in charge of processing and relaying information from the brain to the rest of the body. Human intellect is directly associated with the volume of gray matter in certain regions of the brain. According to a study published by Georgetown University Medical Center, it was found that bilinguals have more gray matter than monolinguals in the frontal and parietal regions of the brain, providing cognitive advantages. So, what benefits does this extra gray matter pose? For starters, bilinguals are found to have higher inhibitory control, which means that they are able to block out the unnecessary and focus at the task on hand. This can be especially useful for students in a learning environment, as they are more able to filter out distractions, therefore allowing them to concentrate and better absorb the material. Secondly, bilingualism was found to improve visual and working memory. In a study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology, Turkish and Dutch children of low socioeconomic status were observed, and it was found that bilingual children outperformed their monolingual counterparts on visual and verbal working memory skills. And interestingly enough, it was found that cognitive advantages in the bilinguals developed regardless of socioeconomic background, showing that bilingualism can be an important source of enrichment for socioeconomically disadvantaged children. Thirdly, bilinguals are actually found to be more creative than monolinguals. In a study published by the International Journal of Bilingualism, bilingual and monolingual children were measured based on two tasks, the pictorial multiple solution task and the creating equal number task, to see if bilinguals held greater visual, mathematical, and general creativity skills. And it was indeed found that the bilingual children performed better than monolinguals. Having this sense of creative ability poses a huge advantage for students in the classroom, as they are able to think more openly, and ultimately as adults in the workforce as well. Interestingly enough, one of the main findings in educational neuroscience is that the earlier children are taught two languages, the more effects that will prevail, although learning two languages at any age poses benefits. So, while learning a second language in high school is possible, it becomes a lot more difficult than if that learning process were to have started in, say, elementary school. So why is the United States still not enforcing bilingual education, given all of the benefits it poses, which provides the greatest advantages for children? Politics, budget cuts, and even xenophobia, which is the fear or dislike of foreigners, continue to inhibit bilingual education. And for what? Given all the scientific and social benefits that bilingualism poses. Factors aside, by not implementing bilingual education, we are indeed cheating children of a complete education.